Now into my intro, Gary, all right? It gets heated, I'll tell you something. If you haven't quite found success yet, and you also don't really know what you want to do, well, this channel is really here to help you define your success, talk to you about business, inspiration, motivation, and really just the real life experiences that you're going to experience while trying to build a business or try to do anything, go to college, or whatever. If any of that kind of stuff interests you, then please feel free to subscribe down below and ring that notification bell. Thanks. All right, Gary, back to you.
Millions of dollars in passive income on the internet, smoking weed in Jamaica while it just keeps coming in is just not as real as you think, partner.
Before we get started, I really want everyone to understand that passive income is really going to be about you working your ass off. Okay, there's going to be no way to make passive income easily. There's no way to go from 0 to 100 overnight, no matter what any gurus online tell you. You have to do the work. There's no way in hell that you're going to be able to make $1 million, $60,000, $5,000 a year, a month, or whatever without working. So that's what Gary really is passionate about in that last clip. He really wants you to understand that nothing that these guys tell you online about being on a beach in Malibu or being on any kind of beach just sipping Coronas, whatever, that stuff is not realistic unless you put the work in. So with number one, I want to stress that real estate is one of the best ways and probably the most traditional way to create passive income. Real estate, like the house that I'm living in, is one of the best ways to actually make money. That's if you don't just buy it and live in it, you actually buy it, fix it up and rent it out, or buy it and rent it out. So this is the most traditional way. I'm going to say I'm not an expert on this, but I can tell you this firsthand from all the research I've been doing, that you want to buy a rental property and you want to rent it out. Or you want to buy a house with a rental space in it, an apartment or whatever, and rent it out for the amount of money that it costs to pay your mortgage. Your ultimate goal will obviously be buying the house and renting out the space for more than what the house costs. So if your mortgage is going to be $2,000 a month, you're going to want to rent out that apartment for $2,200 a month or $2,100 a month, even $2,050 a month. My real estate guys that watch me will definitely correct me on this and probably tell me that I'm wrong or tell me some better number, but that's just an example. Don't kill me over it. So Gary, you want to lead me into my next point?
Show me, because I'll show you a billion people that have won through hard work. Show me this magical person, because I'll show you somebody who sells you that dream, but isn't actually doing it. I'll show you. You want me to hire some models for the afternoon and get a boat and go to some sunny place and be like, this is it? I'll show you that. You want me to show you the people on Instagram who go take all the money they own in the world in $100 forms in the bank and throw it on a bed and take a picture and then put it back in their bank? I'll show you that. I'll show you the front of this passive income dream of the internet.
That's right, guys. So when he talks about the things that he's talking about the gurus online. So that's number two. I want to let you know that being a guru probably isn't your best bet, especially if you want to maintain a very good professional business model. A lot of these guys are just making courses and they are selling them, and that's their passive income using their webinars, which they're not even live for. Most of them, not all of them, as I don't want anyone to say, hey, but there's still good people out there. Well, there is. You are correct. There are good people out there. I have not seen much because I always get served these BS ads all the time of these fake gurus, and I'm getting sick of it. I'm not going to lie to you. But I want you guys to understand that there are good people out there, and these gurus, they sell courses, they lie to you, they say you can do this in 30 days, you can do this in 29 days, or your money back, and I guarantee you that 30th day comes and you don't make your money, or that 29th day comes, they're going to fight you on it, because guess what? That's their passive income that you're taking away. So you know what? If you really want to go to see like a real guru, fake guru person that, that challenges these guys, you guys can go to CoffeeZilla. I'm going to link his channel in the description down below, because that guy really calls him out. And I'm going to tell you something, that shit's funny. By the way, full disclosure, this second way is the easiest way and probably the most scummiest.
Everybody wants to make it the extreme of, I'm sitting in my job, I hate it, this sucks, all the way to beach in Mexico. But there's a real in between, which is why I wrote Crush It, which is at night, when you're done with your shit job that is paying for the life that you have to live right now, A, you don't take some of that money and buy dumb shit like 17 beers watching the World Cup. What you do instead is you work on something on the internet that costs you nothing to start, save all those dollars, build something for yourself over 7 years, and then transition from the shit job to your own business. That's passive.
So this last point here is kind of counterintuitive. The third point, essentially, is really that passive income does not exist. And what I mean by that is when you're building a business, or when you're building a brick and mortar business, or if you're building an internet business, it doesn't really matter what business it is. But essentially, you either have to work to market that business, or you have to work to actually build that business. And technically, that is kind of saying that your hard work never really ends, because unless you have people that are physically paying somebody to do that for you, then you're really not making passive income. And even then, when you're an owner or a CEO and you don't show up to your own business and you're just paying people to do it, even if you make billions and millions of dollars, then you really don't look like that good of a CEO. Let's take Jeff Bezos as kind of like an example here. Jeff Bezos is a billionaire now, and he created Amazon. He is the CEO and president, I'm confident in that answer, of Amazon. So do you really think that he's sitting home just collecting money, or is he there trying to build the business and keep the business in line and making tough decisions? I'm going to tell you that he's there, and he's probably going to be there either until he dies or until he retires. And when he retires, he's probably going to pay somebody, a CEO, a very, very good chunk of money to do what he's doing. So that would be his passive income, because then he probably gets a royalty fee for starting the company and being, whatever, kind of like Rockefeller and all those guys. They're still probably making money off of railroads and steel mills and stuff like that. Probably number 3 is probably your best bet, because number 3 is you're never really going to stop working, but that is kind of what Gary talks about in all of his talks. Essentially, you have to enjoy the journey from your starting point to your end point. And you really don't have an end point, but you really want to enjoy the journey to it. So that's why you have to do what you love to do. So, sorry, passive income does exist in many forms, but a lot of the times you're going to realize that you're going to never really stop working because you love what you do. And it's not really considered work if you love what you're doing. So I'm truthfully sorry if I bursted anyone's bubble in this video, but I do want to stress that you really should have fun in your journey. And, well, if this video is really enjoying it to you, then you're definitely going to love this video, and you're definitely going to love this video. So, subscribe. Thank you.